and I yield back. The chair recognizes the ranking member, Ms. Schakowsky, my friend, for 5 minutes for her opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for the witnesses that are here today, and thank you for the good turnout at this hearing. I know there's a lot of interest in autonomous vehicles, and they do hold a great deal of promise, particularly when it comes to issues of safety. As you heard from the chairman, we're looking at over 40,000 people who are losing their lives on the highways, and we are hoping that it will reduce. And he also talked at length, which I totally agree, on the issue of accessibility to make sure that all Americans are able to move around in the ways that they want and need to do, in ways that they have not been able to do before. But at the same time, we know that there are a number of unanswered questions that we're going to have to answer before we are able to totally move forward. I'm not saying that we should slow down, but we certainly want to answer the questions. For example, we have heard reports of AVs that are disrupting emergency services, that are snarling traffic and obstructing public transit. We have certainly heard have concerns about workforce issues. I continue to hear from workers in that are making their living driving right now. We are looking at about 4 million Americans who do make a living driving professionally. We have to make sure that we consider that huge change, and Americans should have and finally, the third thing that I wanted to raise as an issue is that Americans should have the same right to seek justice in the courts when they are dealing with autonomous vehicles, if they are harmed, as they are with current vehicles right now. And all of these are open questions right now that we are absolutely going to have to deal with. I know that a lot of work has been done for many years on this, and a lot of conversation has been done. But I think these important issues of safety, of workforce, of access of consumers to justice are still not entirely resolved. I want to say a special thank you to leaders, including on our side of the aisle, Debbie Dingell, who really has been working for so many years to come up with legislation. But I want to make it clear that I look forward to working in a bipartisan way to getting this done. I know there is a lot of urgency about getting it done, but let's do it right. Let's work together. We can make our roads safer, our consumers more flexible in their travel options, make sure that consumers are protected. I know that we can get this done in this wonderful subcommittee and beyond. And with that, I yield back my time.
I thank the ranking member and now yield to the chairman of the full